Welcome to my channel. If you want to learn more about truth and the world around you, stick around for the rest of this video and let me tell you about the mission. I grew up Christian. I grew up religious, but I always had an inquiry to learn more and to understand truth. I always had this idea that truth and God were the same thing, but a series of introspective examinations of what I believed led me to think that religion may not be true. I eventually lost religion, I lost Christianity, and I became an existentialist nihilist. I now look at the world around me, and I still have that same thirst for truth, but I understand that it's not tied to a God. And so that's the thing I want to explore and talk about. Now, if I could ever be disproven, if I could ever be shown that a God exists, I would be happy to engage with that. I say honestly, if Jesus is real, I would love to know him. If there's such a thing as a God, I would love to believe in him. I just can't, right? I've been convinced otherwise. So what is the goal of this channel? Well, I want to first and foremost understand more about truth and want to do that with you through the videos, through the writings, and through the book I'm working on. In that, when you lose religion, it's a huge thing to lose. So how do you embrace a world where nobody is watching? That's the goal of this channel, is to try and answer that question. I name myself Forever Sophist, in the fact that sophists from Socrates' time were those who spoke and spoke but knew nothing. They spoke as sophistry, right? And so I say in jest and in humility that I forever am a sophist. I forever will know nothing, in the sense that I am always learning. And so I want to approach the world and understanding and learning more about it with this curiosity. I didn't study philosophy in school. I didn't study theology in school. I am not anything of a sort of professional or academic. So you can understand things together with me as laymen, trying to understand more things about the world. And the last point is that I want other people to have this sense of truth and ambition to look at the world around us rationally. Look at the world that has been distorted by people following blind faiths. You can point to any number of cultures, any number of religions, any number of places where people have been ravaged by bad ideas. Now, you can get as specific and as critical as you need to, but I'm sure you have in your head, regardless of what creed or philosophy you belong to, many belief systems that are harmful. And if only the followers of those belief systems would put themselves in a more rational perspective, would understand the world in a more reasonable way, and abandon those ever-pulling grips of their belief systems in favor of something more in tune with reality, then we may have had a better society. I think that's still the case, and me being someone who deconverted from a deep, deep religion, I think anyone has the power to also lose grips on belief systems that are incomprehensible with reality. So, join me.